Hi there YouTubers and Hot Toys fans. This is Roscoe with my review of the Hot Toys Maleficent figure. Let's go take a look at the packaging. Have a nice sort of dark grey box. Quite hard to focus, there we go. Got the metallic Maleficent heading. It's slightly textured and raised on all the vine areas and on the actual silhouette of the horns. You have the text over the whole box. It's a shoebox style. Got the white backing. This is the back of the box. Your warnings. And once you open it up, you have the slip cover with the credits. Then your usual Hot Toys clamshell casing, hiding the figure and accessories. It's quite simple. It does its job, it's nothing spectacular as far as boxes go. Right, you get the instruction sheet. You get the top of the cane she has. You have to remove that if you want the raven to go on top. So once that raven part's removed, you add that and it looks normal again. You get the spare hand pegs, female ones, so they're a lot smaller than usual male ones we get. You get spare hands. They're really nicely clawed. The left hand doesn't have the ring. So I've got 3 spares left over of the left hand and 2 of the right. Now when you're changing out the hands, you've got to be careful. There's a little elastic strap that's got to go over one of her fingers. So it takes a little bit of maneuvering doing that. Get these really cool sort of flame effect pieces, one for both hands. You have to remove a little section off the bottom. It's put in by 2 clips, and they sort of slot over the hand, so you can have her holding those 2 fireballs. It's like a translucent plastic. They're slightly flexible. Now they're really cool, but just like with the ACI Aragorn figure I reviewed, that has a fire sort of stick accessory, and that sort of, it cheapens the figure slightly. I find it looks a lot more realistic as seen here without them. Sorry, it's very hard to focus this, guys. It's a very dark figure. There she is. You get your standard Hot Toy stand, Maleficent. It's got the Maleficent logo underneath. You got her shoes, which are really cool. Got the claws all over them. Quite interesting. Also, you get this massive train. It attaches, I think there's about 9 different clips, which are a pain in the butt to put on. I actually removed the whole outfit off the body and did it separately and put it back on. So underneath this, there are 9 of those little tab clips you got to clip on all through the train onto the actual dress. Now that also has 3 sort of wide sections, so you can sort of pose the train. Sorry, there we go, guys. Yeah, there's 3 wide section, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the outside, and 1 on the other side. It's quite long. You get some very cool effects and looks out of it. It can be a little bit of a pain to get a nice sort of fluent pose out of it. Get a staff, as I mentioned earlier. You got to take that little tip off the top that has the translucent peg, so you can have the raven on top of that. There we go, it's a bit better. There you can see the raven The staff has a really cool effect on top. The dress is like a synthetic material, has a wire going through both sides there, and you have a wire also on the bottom down here. The head sculpt is excellent. I wouldn't say it's 100% Angelina realistic like you see her in the film. She's very wide-eyed in that film, and here's more of that typical standard Hot Toys female stare, but the pointed finger there gives it character, which I like. The sort of collar is posable, it's got wire through it. You've got her horns. The body's rubber, but the arms have the standard plastic joints for articulation. You've got a neck collar. And this sort of straps up with Velcro, so it's quite easy to get off. By feeding the arms through the these sort of sections was a bit of a task. And you've got these nice sort of winged sections here. Yeah, so it's actually very happy to have this in the collection. There's not many female Hot Toys characters out there that have done well. I'd say this is done well. And you know, I really wanted to pick this up because as a kid growing up, Sleeping Beauty the cartoon was one of the Disney movies me and my sister used to watch quite a lot. And I think Angelina had done a very good job of Maleficent, so it's something different in the collection. And I also like one-off figures where I don't have to buy a whole line as well. These can represent the movie with one figure. Been very hard to focus on this figure, guys, so sorry about that. Such a dark piece, all black, and camera has a bit of trouble sometimes. There you have it, guys. There's Hot Toys Maleficent from the film Maleficent. Get right in there close. Be good if she had a bit more of the yellow to her eyes. That would have made it a 10 out of 10 for me. But overall, pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in my next review. Bye for now.